Hello guys, welcome back to Strengthen to Lengthen, a mini yoga series where we'll take on 5 hefty yoga postures, break them down and use the pose to get into the body. Today we'll tackle Ekapada Rajakapotasana, also known as King Pigeon. Now this is a huge one for me, which has taken years to build confidence in. It's a big backbend, which means strong legs and open front body. So that's exactly what we'll focus on in this flow. Keep breathing, take breaks, and let the magic gradually unfold. Hi guys, welcome back to the Strengthen to Lengthen series. In this session, we're going to go straight to the top of the mat and kick ourselves off with a few squats. With a few Utkatasanas into Malasanas, we'll break it all down. So bring yourself to the top of the mat. Feet roughly hip width apart. You decide the details there. It can be slightly closer, slightly further open. Your choice. Now turn the palms open, squeeze the shoulders back, take a nice deep inhale where you are. Open the chest up. Big sigh out through the mouth. Wiggle the toes. And again, breathe in. Breathe out. In this session, we're looking for strong legs. We're looking for an open chest so we can find this beautiful back bend. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. Open the eyes if you've not done so already. Now bend the knees, scoop the arms up. We're coming into Utkatasana Chair. Preferably bring the arms up in line with your ears. Hold it there. Gaze slightly forward and pulse your knees up and down. Now this is quite hip driven. You want to try and push the hips back into the heels or the weight back into the heels, hips past the heels. Arms straight out in front of you, preferably turn the palms in to face one another and the thumbs poke up to the sky. This will target the lat muscles, the biggest back muscles that we have, either side. One more breath in, this little pulsy chair. And then exhale, slowly bring yourself all the way up to standing. Interlace your fingers, place them behind your head, push the head into the hands, open up the elbows, breathe in. Exhale, hug the elbows in towards your ribs, round the spine, drop the head down and repeat. Inhale, push the head into the hands, open up the elbows, lift the chest, there's a slight arch in the spine. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, squeeze the elbows in, add a little bit more weight to the back of the head, chin down. One more time, inhale, open up. So we want to get into that upper back. It can be a really sticky, stiff area. Exhale, round. Release the arms. Heel toe the feet slightly wider. Maybe even use the width of your mat as a bit of a gauge. So feet wide. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Exhale, Malasana Squat. Bend the knees. Slowly come and sit down. Maybe it's about halfway down, maybe it's all the way down. And repeat, press down through the feet. Inhale, scoop the arms up over the head. Exhale, sit down. Now notice, at what point do you get to before you have to push tilt the torso forward? At what point does forward flexion become the default? Inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Exhale, we come down. Now stay down as low as you can. Doesn't matter if the heels aren't completely attached to the floor. You can have the hands or the forearms rest onto the knees. Or maybe you want to take one hand down, find this nice open tilt from side to side. Up to you. I like to take these open tilts. I like to move this around. I've got very short Achilles heels to the back of the ankle, which means it's hard for me to lower both the heels down all the time. Little wiggles from side to side. Let the spine move. Now you can keep that going, or maybe anyone that's feeling really open in the upper body, interlace your fingers around the back of the head. Lift the chest up. Exhale, hug the elbows into your ears, round the spine, chin down. So we kind of repeat what we did before when we were standing. Inhale, chest up, push the head back. Exhale, round. One more time if you're going for this. This is a complete option. Exhale, release the arms. Place your hands down and inhale, lift the hips up towards the sky, and then there may be a shake through the legs. Little bend in the knees, open the arms out wide, breathe in, come all the way up. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Now shift the weight onto your left leg. Cross your right foot and ankle on top of your left thigh, maybe a little bit wobbly. Cross the right foot and ankle on top of the left thigh. Bend the left knee, and we're sitting into a chair again, but with the right leg crossed on top, it's standing pigeon. Arms again up in line with your ears. Exhale, step the right leg out wide. One Malasana, bend the knees, slowly tip down. Breathe in, come all the way back up to standing. Shift that to the other side. Take the weight onto the right leg. Cross your left foot and ankle on top of your right thigh. Bend the right knee. Push the bum back. Tip the torso forward, arms over the head. Exhale, left foot steps wide. Bend the knees, sit your bum down. One more each side. Breathe in, lift up. Weight straight onto the left leg. Cross right foot on top of the left. This will help us with our balance. Breathe in, sit your bum back. Chair / standing pigeon. Exhale, Malasana. Bum down. One more time, shift the weight onto the right leg. Cross your left foot on top of the right. Standing pigeon, bum back, arms forward. Final time, Malasana. Little shift left to right. You can round the spine. If you're having that pull to just tip forward, go for it. From here, we're going to come into downward facing dog. Hands down, step the legs back behind you, press the ground away. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. Step the right foot through between your hands. Ground down through your big toe mounds. Now we want power in the legs. Breathe the arms up over the head. Exhale, bend both of the knees. Cactus the arms open. Tap the back knee down. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend. Hold that left knee just off the floor and open the arms out wide. Breathe and lift your chest up. Exhale, bring your fingertips to touch. Keep the left knee just off the floor. Build some fire in the leg. Inhale, open the arms. Lift the chest. Exhale, upper body rounds forward. Fingertips touch. And again, inhale, open it up. Exhale, round. Lower your back knee all the way down. Breathe in, just reach the arms over the head. We're now in Crescent Lunge. Exhale, circle the arms down. Lower your left hand to the floor. Heel toe this right foot over to the right edge of your mat. Now you can turn the right toes out. You can point your back foot. And we'll take monkey twist. Circle the right arm up over the head. Twist towards your front thigh. And you can bring your right hand onto the base of your spine. You can pick up the left foot with your right hand if you want to make this into a thigh stretch. So if you're going to go for this bind, try and hold on to the little toe side of the foot and press the foot into the hand. So we're actually trying to lean away from the front thigh. Find some space. One more nice big breath in where you are. And then exhale, slowly release the arm, release the foot. Bring the right hand into the center of the mat and come into your lizard. Keep the right leg where it is. You can walk the hands a little bit further forward. You can lower down to 1 or 2 forearms. You can sway this from side to side. It's a deep place for your hips. And if you took part in the Hanumanasana class, then you'll be very, very acquainted with this pose and with your hips. Slowly walk your hands back to center. To finish off this side, we're going to come into a modified side plank, going into a bind. Now, shift the hips back slightly. Tuck your back toes, but pivot the left foot over to the left side of the room. It will come off the mat. Your left hand will stay on the floor as your right leg shoots out to the side of the room. Reach the right arm up over the head. Breathe in. Hold this here. Engage your glutes. You can have the right hand on your hip or over the head. It really doesn't matter. Now, just to add a little bit of engagement through the legs, flex the foot toes forward and tap your right foot towards the floor. Keep the foot flexed. Inhale, lift the right leg up. That straight line. And again, exhale, tap the foot down. Inhale, lift the right leg up. And again, exhale, tap the leg down. Inhale up, hold it here. Now bend your right knee. Keep the foot flexed. Can you pulse your heel back 1 inch so you can engage the glutes? And just pulse that heel back 1 inch a few times. So that it's not an aggressive move. It's a really considered, concentrated move, very intricate. Now, if you want to, we can take it into the bind. Reach this right arm up over the head and try and reach back to the right foot. Doesn't matter if you can't touch it. Breathe in. Perhaps you can grab hold of it. If you have the foot, try and hold the big toe side of the foot this time so the shoulder is open. Press the ground away through the left hand. Let the head lean back into this slight back bend. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly let go of what you have. Release the foot, lower the right leg long down the mat and come into a high plank. Hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Kick out through the feet, zip the legs together, breathe in, press the ground away. Exhale, lower the knees, lower your belly down. I'm going to come into Shalabhasana, great for the spine. Slide the hands out in front of you, point the toes, press down through your fingertips, engage the glutes. It's not really like a big clench, it's just an awareness that they're there. Point the toes, press the backs of the feet into the floor. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your head. Option to lift your hands off the ground. Option to lift your feet off the ground. Breathe in, reach as though you're getting pulled from both ends of your body. Exhale, hands underneath your forehead and wiggle your hips from side to side. Notice how they feel. We'll come into Anahatasana, mainly for the shoulders. Hands under your shoulders, press back into all fours. Now with Anahatasana, it's a heart opener, it's puppy dog pose as well. Walk your hands about as wide as the mat. You may need them wider or narrower. Keep the hips above your knees. Crawl the hands a little bit further forward. Spread your fingers out wide. Now we're going to go for chin and forehead to the floor. First of all, lower your chin towards the ground. Do not worry if it doesn't touch the floor, but gaze forward towards the top of the mat. So you're encouraging the ribs to kind of flare towards the floor. Get into the armpits. And then as you exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Look towards your thighs and lower your forehead to the ground. Inhale, switch. Chin down, look forward, breathe. Next breath, chin to your chest, forehead down. Scoop those lower ribs in slightly, press down through the hands. And again, chin forward, look forward. And switch, forehead down, chin to chest. One more time. Look forward, forehead down, look towards the back of the room. Slowly, once again, ripple down onto your belly, arms stay wide. We're going to go for some wide cobras. Take your hands out about as wide as the mat. Rise up onto your fingertips, point the toes, press down through them, and inhale, lift your belly, ribs, chest, shoulders, gaze off the floor. There's still attention into the legs. Exhale, bend the elbows wide, ripple the belly back down. And again, press down through the fingertips. Inhale, lift up, peel yourself off of the floor. Exhale, ripple down. Slide your hands under your shoulders, tuck the toes, take it back into a downward facing dog. Everything to the other side. Lift your left leg up to the sky, straight away to step the left foot through between your hands. However many steps you need to bring it forward, up to you. And slowly lift the arms up over the head. Breathe in. Exhale, bend the back knee, tap it towards the floor and cactus open the arms. Inhale, squeeze back up. Exhale, tap the back knee down. Power through the legs. Inhale up. Exhale down. Final time, inhale up. This time, hover your right knee just above the ground. Open the arms out wide. Breathe in, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine. Bring your fingertips forward. There's a slight tuck under of your tailbone. And again, inhale, open it up. Leave the legs as they are. Exhale, round the spine. Bring it forward. Fingertips touch. Inhale, open up. Exhale, close it down. Lower the right knee to the floor. Keep it down there. Reach the arms over the head. Crescent lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, take your right hand to the floor. Heel toe the left foot over to the left side of the room. You can take your right hand perhaps out wider. You can point the back foot if you like. Monkey twist. Circle the left arm all the way up and over. Twist towards your front leg. You can bring your left hand onto the base of your spine. You can bend the right knee. Catch the foot with your left hand. Hold on to the little toe side of the foot so we can externally rotate the left shoulder. Lean away from your front leg. And create a little bit of tension between the right foot and the left hand. Pressing and pulling into one another. One more breath in here. Exhale, let go of the foot. Let's come to lizard. Both hands or both forearms to the floor on the inside of your front leg. Keep the left foot turned out slightly. Up to you if you point or tuck the back toes. Wiggle this from side to side. Excellent job. We're going to come into our modified side plank. Walk your hands back into center and tuck the back toes. Kick the right foot over to the right side of the room. Slide your left leg all the way towards the back of the room. Left hand can stay on the hip or reach up over the head. Flex the foot, spread the toes. So the toes look straight forward out in front of you. You're getting into the abductors, the outside muscles of the leg here. So now tap your left foot towards the floor. Keep the foot flexed. And inhale, lift it back up. There'll be a real stopping point. And again, tap the left leg down. Press the ground away firmly through the right arm. Lift the left leg up. It's important to find the strength and the stability before we open up into these massive poses. Lower the left foot down. Inhale up. Now hold it there. Now bend your left knee. Flex the foot still. Direct the left heel back an inch at a time. So we really target this left butt cheek. You can always give it a little poke. Make sure that it's turned on. Pulse it. And then we can take it into the bow bind. Inhale, reach the left arm up over the head. Perhaps try and catch the left foot with your left hand. And if you have it, kick into it. I'm holding the big toe side of the foot. Let the head maybe relax back. There's full awareness to the back of the body as the front opens up. Exhale, let go of the foot. Lower the left foot down. Let's come to high plank. Hands underneath the shoulders. Feet together. Press the ground away. Inhale. Exhale. Lower all the way down onto your belly. Take your hands down next to your thighs this time. Press down through the fingertips. Inhale. Lift the head, the chest, the shoulders off the floor. Lift the feet off the ground. Point the toes. Option to lift the hands off the floor. Squeeze the shoulders back. Maybe interlace your fingers behind you. Squeeze the shoulders back and slide the fist towards the feet. Exhale, lower down. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. This time come into a child's pose with or without your knees wide. But you're going to bring the elbows to the floor. Hands together. Forehead towards the ground. And bend the elbows so that your thumbs try and come towards the back of the head. Do not worry if they kind of get stuck at a point. Just honor that edge. Begin to melt the chest and the armpits towards the ground. So all this fascia, all this connective tissue around the upper body, and very gradually open up. We need time in these poses. Start to lift the head. Now lower the forearms to the floor. Keep the knees down for the moment. You have some options. Now forearms down, you can always grab hold of your opposite elbows to sort of get the right width for yourself. And you can rock the chin all the way forward over the thumbs and rock the bum back towards the heels. So this is where we can stay. Or if you want to hover the knees off the floor, more dolphin, then of course you can do. If you don't want to bear lots of weight today, keep the knees on the ground. This is mainly just about getting the mobility in the shoulders right now. Rock forward, rock back. And then when you're ready, lower the knees down again. Slide the hands forward, come up into all fours, tuck the toes, lift the knees, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your right shin forward towards the back of your wrists. So we're coming into our pigeon. Now, as the shin comes forward, slide the left leg back. Keep on to the toes, so tuck the toes for as long as possible. Now, with your pigeon, do not stress out if this front shin isn't parallel with the back edge of the top edge of the mat. If the right knee is ever so slightly wider than the right hip, that is enough. It doesn't matter if the heel is touching the groin or not. Now, this may be where you want to stay. If someone's cueing a king pigeon and you're like, hell no, not today, you stay in your pigeon. You can point the back foot. You can always have a brick come underneath your right thigh. You can rise up onto your fingertips and start to lift the chest forward. This is enough of a back bend. Now, if you're going to start to lift up more into that king pigeon, now the power is in the legs. For back bends, the power really does come from the legs and the glutes. So press down through your front shin so that actually the groin and the bum are trying to lift away from the floor. You can walk the hands back. Press down through the shins. Hands onto your front leg. Maybe even interlace your fingers behind you. Squeeze the shoulders back. It's a balance. So this is totally enough, which our chest is wide open. Heart towards the sky out in front of you. And the more that you can press down through the shins, the more lift you'll hopefully get from the ground so we don't just kind of sink and dump into those more vulnerable areas. What's also quite nice is to actually take the hands around the ribs and sort of physically try and lift the ribs up away from the lower back. Now, with King Pigeon, there's a few variations with the legs. If you're happy to bend the left knee so the foot comes up. Now, you might have left hand on the left foot, right hand forward. And like you did in monkey twist, you kick the foot into the hand and the hand into the foot. So it's a little bit of resistance. Whatever resists, persists. So we actually create lots of strength here. And really it's the ethics of exercise, right? So a little bit of repetition, a little bit of resistance to build some strength. So you can stay there. Maybe we've got both the hands around the ankle, the shin, or the foot. Again, pressing the leg into the hands to lift the chest open. So it's a real mixture in this back bend. Otherwise, if you have the sort of full reach back, it's a bit of a funky one. Now, the left hand is going to try and grab hold of the little toe side of the foot. So the palm is actually turning open towards the sky. And it's almost like you're trying to put a handbag over the shoulder. We grab hold of it, we remember the ground, power through the shins, and we try and wrap the left arm up towards the left ear. Now, these back bends are huge for me. So I quite like to keep the right hand on the thigh. Otherwise, maybe the right hand can come up, perhaps grab hold of the forearm or the wrist. For me, this is probably my limit. Engage through the glutes, pull away from the floor. Exhale, slowly start to release with all the awareness in the world. And if you went for that big back bend, start to walk the hands forward about halfway. Give yourself a moment. Press into the ground and fill up the back of the body with your breath. Exhale. And again, inhale, press. Exhale. For me, this is like the biggest pose ever. So if you're feeling the same way, just give your body some time to adjust and to acknowledge what just happened. Walk the hands back, tuck the left toes, lift the back knee, and step back into a very wide downward facing dog. Tilt the tailbone up, press the ground away, relax the head through the arms. Inhale, ripple forward into high plank, mobilize the spine. Exhale, ripple back, downward facing dog. Let's take it to the other side. Go slow. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, bring your left shin forward towards the back of your wrists. Press down through your shin. Slide the right toes long down the mat. Adjust whatever you need to. Point the back foot. Use bricks underneath your left thigh if you need to. Walk your hands forward if that's where you want to be. And then maybe shine the chest forward. And you can really work almost on doing like a cat-cow with your spine. This is a great little exercise that you can do. Otherwise, power through the shin. Walk the hands back. And walk the hands maybe up onto your front leg. Power through the legs. There's a little engagement through the glutes. And it's really, there's so much going on here in the lower back. So you can always bring your hands onto your body to build more awareness to the back of the body. Touch is really helpful for our proprioceptors. That spatial awareness, knowing what's happening at the back of the body without necessarily having to look at it. So you can stay there. You can always interlace your fingers behind you, squeeze the shoulders back, lift the chest. You can pick up the back foot, maybe with one hand forward and the other hand on the foot, create a little bit of resistance. You can have both your hands around the ankle. Press, 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 press through the shin. Or we can go for King Pigeon. So you decide. You'll be able to see a little bit better what the hand is doing here with King Pigeon. Palm up to the sky. Try and grab hold of your little toe. Chest is open. Legs are powered on. And this right elbow is making its way up towards the ear. Left hand, for me, around the forearm. One day, head to foot. What is sustainable for you right now? You don't have to be there forever. Your exhale will help you come out of the pose and come forward. Hands down, spread your fingers wide. Inhale, press the ground away, fill the back of the body. Exhale down. And again, inhale, press. Exhale, away. Tuck the back toes. Wherever you are, lift the back knee. Step it back, wide leg downward facing dog. Walk your feet slowly up towards your hands. Keep the feet wide. So we end up in a very wide leg position once again. Bend the knees, Malasana, but this time passive Malasana. Keep the chest forward, around the spine, and you can rock this from side to side and really let your heels kind of come off the floor, little sway. Maybe the forearms are down. Give yourself a moment. Great work, everyone. So there are so many places that we can sort of nurture before we make that massive shape. Use this pose to get into your body. You don't need to create that entire shape straight away, and you may never create that entire shape. It's about the sensation, the feeling, and building awareness of the back of the body, building power in the legs and openness in the shoulders and the chest. Rome wasn't built in a day. And these poses for me really signify that. Slowly, hands down, start to lift your hips up. Shake through the legs there. Heel to your feet closer together. Bend your knees. Deeply bend them. Grab hold of your opposite elbows. Sway from side to side. Inhale, bring your hands onto your shin bones. Pull forward and out through the crown of the head. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, belly to your thighs. And repeat. Hands onto your shins. Inhale, crown of the head comes forward. Lengthen, little bend in the knees. Exhale, belly to your thighs. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head really slowly. There's power through the feet as you rise up. Root to rise. Brace to find space. And then exhale, bring your arms down by your sides or hands together in front of your chest. Give yourself a moment to stand here. Take a little bow to yourself, to your practice, to your ever-evolving practice. Thank you so much for joining. Well done. Big King Pigeon there. Opens everything up. So take your time with that posture. Come back to it. Work on the strength of the legs. Open up the front of the body. And practice all is coming for you. Doesn't have to look like it did for me. Thank you for joining. Check out the rest of the Strengthen to Lengthen series. We had Malasana the day before this, and you can go on to another backbend. We're going to open up the inner thighs in another series in another session as well. So thanks for joining. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and let me know how you get on in the comments. Have a great rest of your day.